Yes, 348 Tennessee. Yeah, we got a copy on you. Yeah, we're talking on a Cobra 142. How's it making it?
Oh, it's crystal clear. It sounds real good over here, man. I'd take the knobs off of it so you didn't be tempted to monkey with it anymore.
Hey guys, it's Bruce over here at Be Cool Radios. I tell you, I do a lot of these radios. I told myself I didn't need to do any more videos on them. But this one came in and I just got to kind of brag about it. This is a President line of the Washington. The very first Washington base they made. It's not like all the other Washingtons that use the chip like in 142. This has the famous D858 chip, and you know, Be Cool Radios, we love this. These chips are the best, and you can tell right away this is a D858 because you see there, it's only got 2 buttons, where the other ones have 3 buttons. So you can tell right away what they are. So anyway, the reason why we're going to do a video on this guy is because, you know, these radios were only made for 2 short years. Back in 77, 78. Then the FCC, 79, clamped down on them. They were just too loud, too much power. People could go in there and open them up and, you know, get a little extra out of them. Well, the FCC back then, they were like, nah, you can't have any fun like that. There's too many CBers and you bleed over everybody. You can only have 4 watts and 80% modulation, you know. So that's why this radio was redesigned. But let's look at it. You can see there, it just came out of my my parts bin wash. I didn't have to do much to this though. It was already in pretty good shape. Took the knobs off. We're gonna polish them up, but let's take a look on the main board. And this is what I'm gonna brag about. Look at this 50-year-old radio, and it still has that, you know, that golden sheen. I know when I find radios with golden sheens, yeah, they're gonna be good shape. And look at this, main board's all stock. Pulled that relay out because you got to polish those relay contacts after all that, but then they hold up well after that. And this even has that pesky C79 down in there. And is that a stock lamp? I'm not sure about that, but it was replaced. They did a good job on it. And there's the D858 PLL chip. Yeah, we love that, right? And that big fat 7.8 crystal filter makes these things sound sweet. Anyway, we're going to tune this guy up, get her back sounding the way it should, probably give it some, yeah, again, this radio is 100% stock, so should I just restore it and keep it stock? Because, you know, not many radios like that. But then there's a reason why most radios aren't stock. I like to open up the Clarifier for sidebands so they track together. And why not give you a bank of extra channels? You can put 1 bank on there and get the high channels. Not too confusing. So yeah, those 2 mods take it out of stock, but I think it's much more useful today. And maybe you feel different, let me know. Okay, follow Bruce at Be Cool Radios as I get this guy tuned up. Back on the air. Yeah, and join the fun. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers here. Keep this channel going. You like seeing these hidden gems that I get off eBay. You know, I buy all my radios off eBay, right? And yeah, look at that golden shine after 50 years. This is about 50 years, almost. That's why we like these D858 rigs. This is going to find somebody has whoever buys this radio, it's going to have an awesome radio. I can just tell you that. All right. Take care, Bruce and Be Cool Radios. Hey guys, it's Bruce over here. Showing you my bench. Be Cool Radios, where I do some of my testing and repairs. And we're going to talk again about this President Washington. Yeah, it's the second part of that video. Kind of gone over how those 2-button Washingtons are the kind. If you find them in good shape like this, yeah, look at that. Yeah, we got this thing looking really good. It was pretty dusty. Those knobs were really grungy. Even this front knob had some residue on it. But we cleaned this up. What do you think? It's looking pretty good. I'd say it sparkles. That's the kind. We talked about these clarifiers. You can see here, R119. Yeah, that one's not clipped, and same thing with that diode back there, D30. See if we can find that. Yeah, there it is. It's intact. I know there's folks out there that would tell me, hey, just leave it stock. Come on. We can't find them like this anymore. But you know, CB radios, when they're stock, it's not really a cool thing. The FCC mandated that CB radio sidebands had the TX locked by a potentiometer. It's on the board. So your clarifier for TX, it's not the front knob. It's this little hokey guy back here, that little R. That might be a VR7 or something like that, but that's not cool, really. If they track together, that means if you're hearing the other guy, he hears you. You guys are on tune. And you look down at your clarifier, and sure enough, everybody's talking at 12 o'clock. That's where it's supposed to be. So, this is what happens if you leave these guys locked, as the FCC mandated back in the 70s. Eventually, that TX starts drifting, and your clarifier gets further and further away from the right or to the left, to the point where people aren't really even hearing you very clear. Yeah, they're telling you they can't understand you, and no matter what you do on the front panel, you can't make it any better. So that's why I unlock these clarifiers, so the receive and the transmit, you know, they're locked together. And it just makes sideband tuning so much easier. And no, there's no RX-TX shift. Come on, guys. Okay, so that's what we're going to do here. We'll say goodbye to the Virgin Radio and bring her up to modern day specs. Hey, and what do you think about these radios in the background here, huh? Maybe we'll start doing that. We'll show you some radio of the week or something like that. You like these guys? Some of you guys know what this bottom one is, right? The sideband people. Stoner. This one is number 608. As the story goes, they only made 1,000 of these radios. They're sideband only. And this guy up here, you might see these on eBay on occasion. The Colt Black Shadow. Got those big meters. It's really kind of a small form factor. Here's the secret. These guys have that same PLL02A that I showed you in the Lafayette, the GE Super Bass, the Midland 999er, and a few others. Yeah, they use that same design in this small form factor. So this is like a diamond in the rough most people don't really know about. And check out that chrome. These are nice radios. Colt Black Shadow. Snag them. Yeah, I bet you wish you could snag that Stoner. That Stoner is Oh no, it's staying right here. You guys can look at it. I think it's pretty. These were made right here in Washington, over in Mercer Island. The guy's name was actually Stoner. Alright, 73s. On to the next part. Alright, here's take two. So, right there, R119. We're gonna just snip that guy, leave enough of that resistor exposed so we can attach a wire to that and then solder that to the constant 8-volt rail. And then on the other side of this, we're going to bypass that TX adjustment by snipping D30 down there and just pushing it to the side. And then if you really ever wanted to put the radio back, yeah, you could solder it back. I don't remove them. They're still there. You can solder that stuff back. All right.